Hi everyone, thank you so much for joining me. Can you believe I've now done 66 videos on this channel? So to commemorate this very odd number, I thought I'd show you behind the scenes and talk about the equipment I started with and of course all the stuff that I use now. Now before I joined the good old ship YouTube, I only did simple training videos and the equipment I used was a little bit sparse to say the least, to be honest with you. In fact, to remind myself what I needed to say during filming, we used a series of large white cardboard sheets that we stuck A3 printouts to. They were then held aloft by my good friend Andrew, who used to stand behind the camera and struggle gamely to stop the scripts from waving around in the wind while I tried to read them. The recording was done using my D850. So as well as fighting to keep the script board straight, Andrew also had to touch the rear screen to start the focus tracking and keep an eye on whether I stayed in focus. As well as remembering to start recording, Andrew. Yeah, remember that one? We also had to do the old-fashioned thing of marking the ground to make sure that I was in the right position before we even started. Anyway, sometimes I tried to work on my own and it went very badly indeed. Hiya. That's a terrible start. It's my long-awaited test of 3 cameras and a bit of a comparison between the pair. But between the pair, there's 3 of them. Because although the D850 was and is a stunning stills camera, its video tracking left a lot to be desired. So I didn't do a lot of moving around to begin with, to be quite honest. Anyone that follows this channel will know that I've been through quite a lot of different cameras before deciding on my current setup, and it's been quite a journey, to be quite honest. From the D850 I used the Z6, the Z6 II, the Z7 II, the Canon R6, the Sony A7 III. One of the oddest cameras I tried was the Blackmagic Design Pocket Cinema camera, I think it was called. Anyway, although it was very good, it just wasn't for me. Now, if you want to know more about it and why I'm not still using it, you'll have to check out my video, the same as the other cameras. Okay, sneaky little advert there. Anyway, it should come as no some surprise that the camera I use most, yes, you won't believe this, but it's the much unappreciated little Nikon FC. Because its focus tracking is really very good indeed. And its white balance is good and its controls are good. It also has a flip out rear screen, so no need for an external monitor when I'm out and about. So why an external monitor, you say? Well, nobody says. Anyway, well, from this side of the camera, to be honest, it's actually quite difficult to tell which bit of me I'm recording and if that bit is even in focus. So if I can't see myself and I can't find someone to direct me, I clearly needed another solution. So I found this. It's the Feelworld FW759, which is a 7-inch DSLR field monitor. I can now check my position and just about see if I was still in focus, though I often still needed poor old Andrew to hold the card for me. That was until Jamie, who you would have seen in earlier videos, introduced me to my next purchase, a teleprompter, which if I switch the ZFC behind me, you can now see me using. I transfer the script to an app on my iPad, and once I've set it up, it's much easier than reading a series of A3 printouts. Also, I've got a foot pedal, which means I can stop and start it, and I'll give you a closer look at all of that later, and the rest of my video gear and studio gear, obviously. I like this system so much that I actually got this. It's a Moman MT2 and it screws onto the front of the lens via this filter ring here. Now I can video one of my extremely long monologues from any tripod mounted camera anywhere. Though, as you've probably just seen, I spend a lot of my time ad-libbing, to be honest. It also meant that Andrew could take a long earned rest, bless his heart. So I guess the next thing we ask about is what mics do we use? Well, I started with the Rode video mic on a large boom stand, but to be absolutely honest with you, it tended to pick up everything around me as well as just me. So it seemed logical to start using a lapel mic. And I tried a few before sticking with the Rode Wireless Go that I'm wearing now. And on top of that, I still use a Blue Yeti microphone for making training videos because it makes me sound warm and comforting. So as you can imagine, it has to work quite hard. So today I'm recording this on a Z9 with a 24-70 lens, and behind me, as you know, is the ZFC, and over there is the GoPro 8. I've mounted that on various DSLRs so I can video what I'm photographing for my videos. The advantage of using a mirrorless camera is now that I can use my beloved Atomos Ninja to show exactly what I'm seeing through the viewfinder, and I now use that for my videos as well. And it's an amazing training aid as well. I think it's been appreciated on this channel. Anyway, I think it's about time I stopped waffling and gave you a closer look at my gear. So I'll just grab my GoPro, this here, and then I'll show you around what I've got to show you. Okay, I'm just going to change the lights around, by the way. Okay, see you in a bit. Okay, this may or may not work. I'm going to try and talk to you with this camera whilst using the GoPro to show you a close-up of the equipment. So bear with me as I do the impossible, which is of course multitasking. The obvious thing, I suppose, behind me is the lighting. So at the front are these newer lights, and I'm being lit by one. I've got a pair of them, and that's the one I don't have on. So let's have a quick look. It's interesting, the GoPro's slightly delayed. Now, and they're on a pair of newer mini tripods. So if I draw out, you can have a quick look at those. Yeah, there we go. You can see my tear that I've made as well. Yeah, this is quite difficult because there is a slight delay. But yeah, nonetheless. Anyway, these things are really useful because I actually pack them up when I need to go anywhere, and I need something to mount my camera to. So that's the tripods. Anyway, the back we've got, you can obviously see behind me, are a couple of 135 watt daylight bulbs in soft boxes. I've got this pointed at one at the moment. To be honest, I've long since forgotten who made them, or where I got them from, or even when. Okay, I suppose the next thing is my teleprompter. I mean, and I could show you the one I'm using at the moment to talk to you, because you didn't really think that I can memorize a 20-minute video, did you? I control it using this wireless pedal down here. It's an AirTurn Ped Pro. I usually record the whole video from beginning to end without stopping. I go back to this so you can actually see me stopping and starting and stopping and starting. Anyway, I usually do the video from beginning to end without stopping, and then I overlay the images on top, and that keeps it fresh, I reckon. Anyway, this is the Blue Yeti. I'm just pointing at the Blue Yeti. I haven't got a lot of light on that. I'm not wearing it today because, as you can see, I'm wearing my Rode Wireless. Is that pointed at me? I think it is. Now, the sender's here in my pocket. I didn't show that very well, did I? There you go. And the receiver, if I can turn this round, is on the top of my my camera. Can you see that? I think you possibly can just about. And I'll get a bit closer. There you go. There we go. Okay. Now, the question is, did you catch all that? I think you did. Okay, we'll carry on then. Okay. Over here, you can see that I'm monitoring the video. Yeah, there we go. That's it. Just about see it. There we go. I'll get a bit closer. Yeah, you can see that. I'm monitoring it. You can actually see me talking at the moment. And there, I'll show you what my cameras are going through. It's the 8M. Yep, you can see it there. It looks like it's actually not doing, oh no, it's all right. It's flickering a bit because that would be the GoPro, to be quite honest with you. That's the A10 Mini Pro. I have all three cameras through that to actually show you what I've just done. Okay, and that gives me a chance to actually see what's going on and what each camera is doing. I could have it running into one of the monitors, but to be honest, that would be a little bit distracting. So I've got it sending all the three cameras up to the monitor up there that you've just seen. And all of this may look a little bit high tech, but unfortunately there's always a weak link in any system. Guess which one's the weak link in this system?
Excellent. Do I look comfortable? Yes, I feel comfortable. Where's my tablecloth going?
The good old trusty Nikon F4. Now,
okay, how do I look? Am I in focus? Is this in focus? That's unfortunate. I might be better off without one of those.
hi everybody, and welcome to Sean Cameron Photography. Why can't I say that? I do hope at least one of us, by pre-focusing on that area, by pre-focusing on the area that I expected to start shooting, do you know I'm really starting... With the Z7 II, I started with the auto area AF. I still maintain as good as the Z7 II. Oh, okay guys, the Z7 II and its 70 to 200. All right, this is beginning to piss me off. I'm useless. You can use the FTZ adapter. So I'll be sticking to the FTZ adapter, but I will be getting the... I am driving myself insane. I lost the plot completely, and that's really, really annoying. Brilliant on my D6 II. So the Z... Oh my God, what is wrong with me? And the Z7 II never complains. In truth, probably yes. But for and the Z7 II never complains again. So that's covered the lighting, the mic, the teleprompter, how I keep track of all three cameras using the Mini Pro and monitor, as well as a few humiliating outtakes. I don't think I missed anything, but if I did, let me know in the messages below. As always, if you like this video, then please do like it. And if you really liked it, then don't hesitate. Share it with your friends, share it with everyone. It might just inspire someone to start videoing too. Now, in the meantime, see you soon and take care. Bye.